Boys and girls, this is our third lesson in revision because there's lots of ways you can make a story better. So we've worked on adding words with that little mountain called a carrot. We have worked on adding whole sentences by a flap. And we said if we wanted to add more than a sentence, we can add a whole another piece of paper. So I want to show you today that sometimes we have parts of our stories that really don't make a lot of sense. And sometimes we need to take things out instead of add things in because we say them twice or it just doesn't belong in the story. It's an extra part that's not the small moment. So boys and girls, today I'm going to show you how we can take out parts of the story and you don't have to rewrite the whole story. So I'm going to use a different color marking pen today. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cross out parts of the story that we say twice or that don't fit into the small moment that we want to talk about. So this was a story that another student wrote. I'm going to read it to you. And you're going to think about if there's part of the story that she says twice, that she doesn't really have to say twice. Here we go. It's called The Slide. There were 8 people in line before me. The line went so fast, shaking. Finally, it was my turn. My legs were shaking and my heart was beating fast. Can you think of a word that she says in there twice that doesn't need to be in there? I think I see the word. Do you know it? I think I see the word shaking twice. So does she really have to say twice that she's shaking? Let's take one of those out and then we'll read it again and see if it makes sense. So I think I'm going to leave this shaking in, but take this one out. Because at first I didn't really know what she was talking about when she said shaking. So with my other colored marker or pen, I'm going to take out a word. And all I did was cross it out. That's all you have to do. So now I'm going to reread it. The slide. There were 8 people in line before me. The line went so fast. Finally, it was my turn. My legs were shaking and my heart was beating fast. I think that sounds much better, don't you, boys and girls? All right, yep. So remember, you can use that pen to cross out. Now I'm going to show you another example back to my story about the girl being lost at the football game, and I have an ending for it. And I want to talk to you about the endings that you choose today. So let me go back and read the story, and then I'm going to read my new ending and see what you think. So when I read the ending, I want you to decide if this fits the small moment that I'm talking about. Once we were at a football game when a family realized a little girl was missing. She had gone to the stand to buy a pop for her dad. No one could find her. Her dad remembered that he always bought his pop at the gas station. Finally, her dad went down the street to the gas station. She had walked there alone to buy the pop. She was okay. We went home and had root beer floats and went to bed. Now, boys and girls, the ending was really a part to my story because it really happened. But is that about the girl being lost at the football game? And the rest of my story is all about that. So even though that happened next, it's something that really doesn't fit the idea of my story, which was all about the girl getting lost. So even though that really happened, I'm deciding to take it out because it doesn't fit the small moment in my story that I'm talking about. Kind of like when you go somewhere for the day and don't talk about what you ate for breakfast and brushing your teeth. Think about really the small moment of what the important part of your day was to make your story about. Let's not add in a bunch of other stuff that happens to us every day. We have to stick to the small moment. So I'm just going to take my special pen, my different color, and I'm going to just cross it out because now I don't want that part of my story. So boys and girls, we can make revisions by adding things like words or sentences, but we can also make revisions by taking things out. And that helps our story become more clear and more about our small moment. All right. Good luck revising. Don't cross out too much though. Leave those good details in there.